Peppy's back this week. I've been moving a little bit of dirt and trying to figure out what I'm going to do for this driveway. I found these pavers that are under my deck, and I found a bunch of loose bricks and such. So I'm building a ramp. I'll show you. This is the garage door, and there's several of these pavers that are just right along here. I guess they used it to get in that swimming pool. I'm going to dig them up out from under this gravel. I'm assuming there may be more under there. I don't know. And then over here, that's where I dug up that stump the other day, and I've been hauling in wheelbarrow loads of dirt, but it's about got too hot to do this now. I'll have to wait till later to get back to this. I'm just not a young man anymore working in this hot sun. But we'll continue on with it. But I think it's going to work out. I'll at least get a row or two of those pavers right there, and then fill that in and just keep bringing dirt in till I get this road somewhat passable. Eventually, I'll be able to get the Firebird down here, but as you can see, they dug out for this swimming pool right here, and it's a big hump, and I got to do something with all that. I could do with a tractor, but I don't have one. Basically, all I have right now is a push mower and a couple of weed eaters and blowers and things like that. I don't have a tractor or any heavy equipment to do that, but I do have a good bit of gravel here. I'll just have to use that to haul it and a shovel. And we'll just go back and forth. At the top of the drive, there's a pile that's getting smaller of the crush and run and dirt mix, and that's what I've been bringing down and putting there from up there at the turnaround coming in. But that's where I'm at. Well, I got in a couple hours worth of work before it started getting too hot. We got a couple of runs of those old tiles I found in the backyard. They seem to make a pretty good road. We brought in, or I brought in a couple of wheelbarrow loads of that crush and run up there off the driveway. Slowly but surely, I'm getting that cleared away, get our turnaround back, and bring it down here and put it where I need it. And got to fill in where this old swimming pool is, or was. Let me show you. You can see the outline again. There it is. And it just turns into a mess when it rains. We got to get this sorted out. But where we got today, let me show you here. We got 2 runs of the tiles in, tamped down and everything, and I'm building that ramp. I've only got 4 or 5 left. I don't have enough to make another run, so that's where I'm going to stop here and see what I can come up with. If I can get something to match it, fine, but I didn't want to. They got to be the same size, and I need to get some more of those. Color is not as big a deal as the size and the thickness. That way it'll be uniform, and that's what I want. And I'd like to continue that all the way down to where we have a proper ramp, and then the gravel can take over from there. Maybe somewhere down the road, get some type of a pavement down. I don't know. Or we'll just, if we get it packed down enough and the gravel is sufficient, we'll just leave it as that. I just want to be able to get cars in and out of here without it getting buried in the mud and that sort of thing. And that's where we're at. But with that said, I just want to take this moment to thank everybody and all the subscribers. I got to grow this channel. I do need you to ask your friends to join too and subscribe and watch my videos if it's something you like to do, and watch this channel grow. We're going to do something more fun than putting down bricks and building a driveway, that's for sure. I do have a 455 I'm wanting to put in that Pontiac, and that'll be a nice car. I just got to come up with a transmission, and I'll have the running gear pretty much done. I'll just have to, I'll change a ring and pinion in the back end. I think it's got a 241, and things like that. But that's what's all in the future. I just wanted to throw that out there. That's where we're headed. But we got to get this garage done, and I got to get those storage units emptied where I'm not bleeding money there, and continue on. But there again, let me repeat it again. I do thank you for your support. And give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and help me grow. And until next week.